Welcome to Cooking with Cindy. My name is Cindy Lorimer, and today we are making chicken tortilla soup. I love Mexican food and I love soup, so what a better combo for me. Chicken tortilla soup. So I like to do the shortcut version. You can make your own chicken, but why? Just go to your local supermarket and get roasted chicken that's already cooked and you can just shred it. But in my chicken tortilla soup, I'm using corn, I'm using the Mexican dried chili, avocado is gonna be for my topping, along with Mexican crema and then cheese and tortilla strips. But the base and what's in my soup is gonna be corn and charbroiled bell peppers with onions and tomatoes, all pureed. So let's start. We're gonna first start off by soaking and boiling these in 1 cup of water. So we're measuring out 1 cup of water that we're gonna boil. And then I'm gonna boil the Mexican dried chili peppers. And the reason why I am doing precise measurement of the water is because I'm gonna use this water to puree everything else. So let's go over here. These are the Mexican dried chili peppers. I'll put it in here. And you wanna let this boil for 5 minutes and then it'll be nice and soft. While we're waiting for that to boil for 5 minutes, we're going to charbroil everything else. Charbroil your bell peppers, along with half an onion. You wanna make sure you cut the onion in half like this so then it stays intact, or at least it's supposed to stay intact. Not sure what happened there. And then 4 tomatoes. So while we're waiting for the chili peppers and the charbroiled vegetables, let's go ahead and prepare the rest of the ingredients. So I want 2 ears of corn. I have not cooked these yet, and I'm just gonna basically shave them like so. So it's time to turn these guys around. So you want to have them charbroiled like so, right? Where it's black like that, because then it'll give it a nice smoky flavor for the soup. These guys are now ready. Turn this off. Just let it soak in there for a bit. Let's bring this over here. So for the chicken, I'm gonna wanna shred them. So I don't like the skin, so I'm just gonna remove the skin. You can either shred them or just cut them into pieces like this, but I kind of like that shredded taste to it. So I live in LA, and my favorite supermarket is Gelson's, but they have the best rotisserie chicken in their deli section. It is so good. So this is from Gelson's, their roasted chicken. I can literally eat it every single day. Okay, so that's ready. These guys are now ready. I'm gonna turn off the heat here. See how you want it to be this black? this over. Oops. And then what we want to do is, because we're going to puree this in you can either do it in a blender or you can do it in an electric mixer. You're going to have to cut the top of the bell peppers and then try to remove as much of the black part as possible. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect, but you want to discard this. Okay. You're going to want to do a rough chop, and then what I do is I just like to remove the seeds. Like so. Throw that away. Up this. Start dumping everything in there. Now I'm doing a red and yellow bell pepper just for the colors. Otherwise, you can use just red or whatnots. Try to avoid green only because you want your chicken tortilla soup to be nice and red and not just this plain green color, right? Ooh, it's still hot. Okay, there you go. Remove that. And then I'm gonna do the same with my dry chili peppers. Now that it's rehydrated, make sure to keep the fluids here. Just squeeze out as much as possible. There you go. And then cut off the stems. And then do a rough chop. These chilies aren't really spicy, so don't worry about the seeds. Throw that in there. And then do a rough chop of your onions. And then your tomatoes. So you can just peel this off like so. When I'm cooking, I always like to have a towel next to me for moments like this, right? So I have like stacks of these towels in one of my drawers. And then we're just gonna do a rough chop because you don't need to finely chop these because you're gonna put them in the electric mixer. Okay, so now it's time to puree this. I'm gonna grab the base. It smells so good already. I love charbroiling anything. I do that a lot with my soups, like my pho and my noodle soups. Okay, so let's do this. And you're gonna wanna puree it, right? Look at how pretty these colors are already. Perfect, it's like salsa. It's just like salsa. Let's bring this over there. Oh, did we put in the garlic? See? This is why I have all of my ingredients out, because I'm bound to forget stuff. So let's put in the garlic. I have mammoth garlic here, garlic cloves. Put that in there. Okay, that should be good. Let me show you. See, just like salsa. Yummy, yummy. So on medium-high heat, we're gonna add oil to this pot. And then I'm just going to add this. Now I'm going to saute this, if you will, and cook it for 5 minutes. Then you're gonna wanna add the water from the chili peppers. There you go. See, I'm gonna skim the scum here on top. Five minutes is up. Let's add the rest of the ingredients. I'm deciding which one I want to add first. So let's do this. I'm going to add chicken broth, low sodium chicken broth. So 32 ounces of chicken broth plus 2 cups. Now we add the black pepper, kosher salt, cumin, sugar, couple bay leaves, 3 sprigs of thyme, and then your chicken and your corn. So we're gonna bring this to a boil and let it simmer for 30 minutes. Okay, it's starting to boil. I'm gonna remove the foam on top. Just lightly. While we're waiting for that, let's make our tortilla strips. So I like to use corn tortilla, like so. I don't need that much. That's quite a bit, but it's okay. And then we're just gonna cut it up into strips. You can do whatever thickness you want. I'm just doing maybe like 1/4 of an inch, like that. I'm gonna cut these as well. Okay, there you go. And then I have my oil going over there, so let's go over there now. I always do the test to see if the oil is hot by dipping my chopsticks in there, and then if it sizzles and it bubbles all around the chopsticks, then I know it's ready. See how it's getting there, but not quite. Okay, that's ready. So I'm just gonna do a handful at a time. And always, you wanna never fill the oil more than halfway, okay? Because it will overflow. So I realized that I used up all my charbroiled tomatoes. I was actually supposed to put one aside and chop it up and add it to the soup, so I'm gonna do that now. So I just charbroiled a tomato. This is an extra one. Shame on me. Oh, I have some tortilla chips here. Okay, let's bring this over there. Then I just want to add it to this. That way, I have nice chunks of tomatoes in here. It's not really necessary, but I like the texture. So it's now ready. Now, I recommend you using Roma tomatoes. I actually was using vine tomatoes only because that's what I had. But vine tomatoes is a little bit more watery. Roma tomatoes don't have as much water content. So I had it bubbling like so. And then I just wanted to make sure that I reduce it down so that it's a little bit thicker. So that's what I would recommend, is to have your heat on at medium to medium high for 30 minutes if you feel like it's too watery. Let's move this over there and let's do a taste test. See how beautiful that is? Yummy, yummy, yummy. So if you want more protein, don't limit yourself to 2 chicken breasts. Add more to it. The beauty of cooking, right? It's like you can add, subtract, add whatever you want into this, obviously within reasons. You're not going to add mushroom, for instance, in this because it's just going to completely change the flavor. But you can certainly add more chopped tomatoes, more corn if you want, certainly more chicken for the protein, and I'm trying to think of what else. If you even wanted like chopped bell peppers in here, in addition to the puree, you can do that. Okay, so this is chicken tortilla soup. So what am I gonna put? Tortilla strips. And, well, first I wanna taste it just like this, without all the garnish. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of black pepper and then taste. Oh, so hot. So incredibly tasty. Okay, so let's garnish this baby. So we're gonna do chopped cilantro here, okay? Then I have my cheese, Mexican cheese. Get it all ready, because it's all gonna melt in here, so I wanna make sure I'm all ready to go. So you can opt for avocado here, slices of avocado. So I'm gonna do the whole shebang, and then you guys can choose whatever you want, right? And here's Mexican cream, crema. We love to use this with the soup, with our tacos for Taco Tuesday. Just gonna do a dollop, like so. A little bit of the cheese. God, it's so decadent. And the avocado, I'm just gonna do slices of avocado here. And then a handful of tortilla strips. The flavors are sensational. Like, it's light, it's refreshing, it tastes fresh, it's easy to make. Give it a shot. It's soup season. I almost forgot lime. Okay. Squeeze lime. It's literally like taco in a soup. Ooh, look at that stringy cheese. Okay, one more taste. The lime sealed it. Bye.